What sets Mandiant apart in security is the depth of experience that we've had investigating responses across multiple sectors in multiple regions for years. Our ability to understand how advanced attackers work when they're in an environment at a global company or a school system or a company in Singapore help us to be able to put the lessons together of how these multinational campaigns and threat actors and advanced attackers work across the spectrum.
So at Mandiant, we define the evolving threat landscape as the way how attackers, attack techniques continuously change and evolve year by year. We publish an annual report that really highlights how over the years the threat landscape has significantly changed and continues to evolve. Based on that, we decided to design what we call the incident response and preparedness lifecycle that really takes into consideration the fact that the threat actors continuously change. The incident response lifecycle shows the different stages that most organizations go through when dealing with the ever-changing threat landscape and are mapped against the Mandiant consulting services and show how we can help depending on what stage an organization is in.
When I was a Chief Information Security Officer, I looked for consultants that were my trusted advisors. I wanted recommendations that I knew I could implement, that the consultants had experience in implementing before, that they would save me time and money by collaborating and letting me know about lessons learned, and that they had the latest threat intelligence so I knew that what I was building would help protect my organization.
The tools, the tactics, the techniques that we see threat actors employ when they're active in an environment are the lessons that we're able to put into our intelligence. We use that intelligence to arm our consultants, whether they're out doing an investigation or whether they're thinking about how to take a proactive approach for an organization. What are the observed data points that we're able to give them to say, this is the most likely type of risk an organization will face? This is how our intelligence brings those lessons together and gives that proactive approach to security.
Our technology is differentiated because it was designed by the consultants on the front lines responding to the breaches that matter. This means that our technology was specifically designed to look for the advanced attacker techniques that we see in our everyday work.
We've got great international presence and we have people around the world. We've got people that are in England, Norway, France, Germany, in the Middle East, even in Saudi Arabia, all the way around to Japan, Singapore, Malaysia, down to Australia. So we have local people that understand the local culture, and that's very important when you do an incident response. You need to understand locally what culturally is acceptable and how you address the board, because different countries have different nuances, and we as Mandiant, we need to understand those nuances, and only by having local people that are very good at their jobs, understand how to do the IRs, understand the cultural differences at a board level is how we are successful, and we will continue to be successful.
To me, a strong security program is one that is as proactive as possible in preparing for the next major breach, because at least in my experience, it's a when and not an if. Being proactive means treating your security program as a constantly evolving process that occasionally leverages trusted third parties where necessary.
At Mandiant, we can provide organizations with all of the necessary expertise, from having performed hundreds and thousands of investigations, having some of the strongest incident responders in the industry to help our organizations understand what those risks are, how to deal with them, and how to improve their security posture above the compliance minimum baseline. It's important to select a security consulting organization that brings experience of dealing with real-world attackers. Partner with an organization that helps you improve and prepare for the next incident by augmenting your response, detection, and containment capabilities. At Mandiant, we have over a decade of experience dealing with targeted threat actors and helping organizations recover from incidents, as well as preparing for future incidents.